Alright, how's it going everybody or anybody who may be watching this? I'm here for week 3 of the IPA, International Pokemon Association, that me and several other people are competing in. So that's of course always going to be fun. My opponent today is Hanna in the Swedish Shaymins. Really quickly before I start, I want to I kind of want to bring a few things up. If you haven't noticed, I have a little bit of a different format, different layout here for the battle. It's not really the best. I suppose if you look in the bottom left, you'll notice there's a little black spot. So this is kind of a very rough draft of what I eventually want to get to have with my battles, or with at least the league battles, because I don't know, I've been doing Pokemon, I've been doing kind of YouTube videos with Pokemon related stuff for quite a while, so I just thought to myself, you know what, it's about that time that we start increasing the production values just a tiny little bit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I thought I'd do a little bit of a layout type thing. So yeah, to those like 1 or 2 people who, you know, actually comment on any of the videos, let me know what you think. Does it look garbage? Does it look bad? Should I just stick to normal things that I do? Yeah, basically that. So I'm Audino fodder, obviously, because that's basically all anyone's team is. But Hanna's draft, also really quickly before I start, sorry about this, but one more thing before I start. Hanna has the best draft in the entire league, and I don't say that to like buff up this battle. She actually has the highest ranked team draft in the entire power rankings from everybody, from all our analysts and from all our players as well, all our competitors. They voted it as well because it's pretty good. It's pretty good, yeah. Luckily enough, she did not bring Hazard Stack with the stupid Acelgar bug thing, so that's nice. She did bring 2 things I did not expect in the Piloswine and the Siglith, so those may be a little bit hard to deal with. Well, not a little bit hard to deal with, just I didn't really expect them to come, so it's just like, wait a minute, what are these things? Do they exist? So Piloswine, it's kind of blanket checked by a lot of things on the team, so it's not really too worrisome. However, it does set rocks up quite easily, and it does prevent my rocker from setting up rocks, so that's going to be a little hard to deal with, I suppose. Mew blanket checks it, Audino blanket checks it, and Lantern Okos it with Hydro Pump. Well, I mean, okay, let's be honest here, okay, so Hydro Pump Okos, it's like, Hydro Pump does like minimum 103%, so Hydro Pump Okos 100% of the time, 85% of the time, because we all know how good Hydro Pump is as a move. The other thing she brought that I wasn't really expecting was the Siglith, and that's actually really bad. Siglith is actually really good against my team, and I realized it going in, and I'm like, oh shit, Siglith's about to win! So I had my finger hovering over that X that whole game, and I was ready for this thing to sweep my entire team. Siglith is really good. I was not carrying, as I said before, Shadow Ball on my Gengar, and it's got some pretty dank ass coverage on Siglith, so that's a little bit worrisome. It hard walls my Audino, which is bad. I guess we will jump into the battle, I suppose. Yeah, so I lead off here with the Lantern, because it has a really good matchup against pretty much everything on her team. She leads with Tangrowth, I can Volt Switch out. She leads with Piloswine, I can miss the Hydro Pump and lose the game. She leads with Rotom, that's really good for me. Anything else I live a hit from, like Zard or Siglith, and get a lot of damage off. However, that is not, none of those are the case. She does lead with Tangrowth. I can pretty easily Volt Switch, and I have a pretty dedicated switch into this, being Tornadus, because again, I'm no item. She's just going to go for knockoff. I can take Rock Slide anyways, so yeah. Just like I planned kind of in a lot of previous test trials and stuff, I'm going to knock off the Rotom and I'm going to U-turn. Now, a few things I want to mention right here. From that damage on the Rotom, we can find out, guarantee that that's fully specially defensive Rotom. From the damage on Tangrowth, we can figure out that that's fully specially defensive Tangrowth. So what I mean by that is they're both max with a plus Spidef nature. So that's kind of cool. That's going to be kind of useful to know. That's going to mean that they're both going to be a little bit easier for Torn to take down. So that's pretty nice. I go for Scald here first time because I'm thirsty for that burn. However, we don't get that burn, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But just in case she wants to pull a cheeky switch into the Piloswine, which I don't think she'd do, but it's nice to go for Scald the first turn, so it kind of scares her from going into Piloswine on Lantern any other turn. So it's worth it the first time. I'm not too low that that's going to be a really bad play. I go into Audino here because, well, Audino can click Heal Bell on like almost everything on her team. So that's what I do. I click Heal Bell, and that burn that we got on the Rotom is it's no longer existent, so that's good. Skunk Tank comes in, and my thought process is, well, this is basically 3 rocks, right? So I go into Regirock, gotta get those rocks equals cocks up. However, he does reveal the taunt, which means that getting Stealth Rocks up is going to be actually really difficult to do this game. However, her having taunt basically means that she's lacking a coverage boost, which is really nice as well on her Skunk Tank. I double here, predicting the Tangrowth, thinking that she may be thirsty for another knockoff, but she does go into Rotom. This is, I guess, some more nice information, because it means that the next time I can double, predicting the Rotom instead of the Tangrowth. Rotom's getting a little bit low, which is, of course, always nice as well. It's in range of a few things right now. It can pain split up on a lot of things on the team anyway, so I mean, that doesn't even really make too much of a difference. I'm going to pull it into Lantern right now, as she does end up going for the pain split. Not the Volt Switch anyways, so Rotom is out of range of the few things on the team anyway. She's not going to go into Piloswine now. That would be like really, really ballsy, especially because I already went for the Skull the last time, so I can just Volt Switch here, and that's really good. It means I can just Volt Switch and come out into the Tornadus, which is pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. She can't really go into her Rotom because it dies to. I'm pretty sure it dies to Knock plus Superpower. So I just U-turn here. She just stays in. She can take a. She at the range she was at, she would be able to take Hurricane, and she would be able to take Acrobatics anyways. So I mean, it wasn't as if this was like a insanely godly, potentially game-changing play that she made. Which yeah. So yeah, that works out anyways. She is able to take that. She gets a Regenerator for her. I get the Toxic off from the Piloswine, which may seem like it's just you know, not really important, because you know, it's just slamming him up with those status, but it's actually going to turn out to be really, really useful, because Piloswine's fat. Piloswine's actually really hard to deal with, so that's actually going to be really, really good. She's going to get her rocks up here. I'm not going to be able to stop that, so I mean, I may as well try to get as much momentum as I can with Audino. So yeah, get the Heal Bell off, and I have a Wish hanging in the air. I was not real enough to go hard into Lantern. I'm sorry. I didn't have the balls to do it. I mean, it was a roll if I lived Poison Jab, but I didn't have the balls to do it. I was contemplating, man. I had my finger hovering over Lantern, but in the end, I couldn't bring myself to do it. Now, I still haven't revealed Earthquake. I haven't even revealed Stealth Rock, so maybe I'm running like no rock. Regirock, but yeah, I haven't revealed Earthquake. I'm gonna double into Audino here on the Rotom anyway, because Rotom being not decently low, but Rotom being at enough health where I would assume she wants to Pain Split, basically means I can Wish on the Pain Split, and basically means I can get a free heal into the Lantern, which is really important, because with Rocks up and no recovery on the Lantern, you kind of need Lantern as healthy as possible, especially since it lives a hit from a lot of things. But yeah, like I said, I really want Lantern as healthy as possible, so being able to kind of guarantee that Wish pass is really, really important in this game. I'm just going to Volt Switch out here. I go into Audino because I kind of expect her to go for the Rock Slide anyway, so I really don't want to go hard into Torrent. She ends up going for the Leaf Storm, which, I mean, this is Audino, boys, so that does absolutely nothing. Yeah, Audino's a freaking god. I double up ear into the Regirock, kind of expecting her to go into the Skunk Tank, and lo and behold, nothing comes in but the Skunk Tank. Now, I thought about this play for a very, very long time. I was thinking long and hard about this play right here. And really, when it comes down to it, it was nothing more than a 50-50. It was really just a 50-50. Like, it's not like an insane, like, yo, we're in each other's heads thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really just boils down to being a 50-50. So I looked at the two outcomes, the risk-reward for each outcome, how much momentum I lose in each outcome if I got it wrong, how much momentum I gain in each outcome if I got it right. So, if I go for Rocks here and she taunts, is option number 1. Option number 2 is she switches out and I go for Rocks and get Rocks up. Option number 3 is she taunts and I click EQ. And option number 4 is she goes into Rotom and I click EQ. And from my standpoint, getting damage off on the Skunk Tank was going to be pretty big because it meant that Gengar would be able to deal with this a lot easier. It means that I could, like, if I could EQ damage on the Skunk Tank, it meant I could 2 KO Skunk Tank with HP ground. So that seems pretty paramount to me. Also, because she hasn't Mega Evolved Charizard yet, and because she doesn't defog on, well, I mean, she defogs on a few things, but she doesn't defog on too much, and the only thing she'd be defogging on would, first of all, be getting rid of her rocks, but second of all, every time she defogged, I'd be going right back into Regirock, and it would be the same 50-50 all over again, but there wouldn't be rocks on my side of the field. So, yeah, I mean, that's my thought process, is that risking the rocks getting set up is kind of a pretty big risk. Again, I haven't even revealed Earthquake, so I could just be carrying Drain Punch. I mean, it's not, Earthquake isn't something you, Earthquake is kind of something you would expect anyways, but, like, I haven't revealed it yet. I could just be carrying Drain Punch and Rock Slide, so, not only that, but Skunk Tank tanks this anyway, because Skunk Tank is pretty fat. She's max HP, max Spadef, if I remember correctly, so it would take it. It would take a significant chunk. Like I said, it would be in range of Gengar. So, like I said, I kind of thought, I expected her to go for the taunt here, judge damage from the Earthquake if I went for it, and yeah, be all good in the end for there. So, I don't know, that was a really long, really bad explanation for why I clicked Earthquake on the Poison type. So I do click Earthquake, and the Rotom does come in, so I get the 50-50 wrong, which is it's a little bit unfortunate, but I do have pretty solid switch-ins to Rotom anyway, so again, that's not really huge anyways. That's not really paramount. I mean, it's kind of annoying that I got the 50-50 wrong. It's not annoying, like, it's not like something you can blame on it. She goes for the Hydro Pump here. I think I have an uneven number of HPs with that. Now that I see that, which is a bit weird. She's kind of forced to go for the Hydro Pump here over anything else, which means I'm not going to get burned on Lantern, which is pretty nice. But she's kind of forced to go for the Hydro Pump because she can't let me get rocks up here. So I can go into, like I said, I can go into Lantern. I can just Volt Switch here, and I can go into Torn here, and I just Acrobatics because, like I said, I kind of think she's just going to stay in this time. She knows she can take it. Taking the damage is a little bit iffy for in my opinion, because now Tangrowth is going to be quite easy to take advantage of. I can freely U-turn here. There's really no reason not to just click U-turn, so that's exactly what I do. Click U-turn on the Rotom coming out, and I can go into Lantern right now, sorry. And after taking the damage, I can just Volt Switch right here. And the thing is, okay, after rocks, okay, here's my thought process with this. Well, first of all, yeah, I guess I'll go to the turn before and I'll explain the thought I'll explain the thought process. So yeah, gonna hit him up with that U-turn. Go for that. 20% is actually no joke. That's actually pretty good. So, like I said, I go into the Rotom. I go into the Lantern right here. And I'm at, Lantern's at 36%, and this is a pretty nice number to be at, because what this means is, I can switch out, I can come in on Stealth Rocks, and after I take Stealth Rocks damage, I can live a Hydro Pump. So what this means is, if Rotom switches out here, and I switch out later, I can still get a guaranteed free Wish Pass into this with Audino on the Rotom, because like I said, I live Hydro Pump after Stealth Rocks, and I can get a pretty good chunk of my health back after that. So yeah, that's pretty good. Now Tangrowth is very, very low. Tangrowth is very, very low. Ice Beam, Specs Ice Beam does about 49%-ish. It doesn't do more than like 51. It doesn't do more than that. It does about like 49-ish%. I believe that's max. So it does like, I believe that's max. Yeah, it does about like 49. Yeah, okay, it does 49 max, and then it does whatever min. Just take my word for that. So yeah, this is like her only opportunity to heal with Tangrowth, because it's so low right now. So she kind of has to go into Tangrowth right now to be able to get the Regenerator off. So for that reason, I click Ice Beam to keep Tangrowth low, and I actually end up getting the crit, which is, it matters. I mean, it matters. Like I said, it wouldn't have killed otherwise, but Tangrowth would have been so low anyways that, I mean, yeah, that would have been a thing. I mean, I'm not going to discredit it. The crit definitely did end up mattering, but I don't really think it was a like, huge turning point. I think it, quickened the game, if that makes sense, if that doesn't make me sound like too much of an asshole. I go into Torn here, on the Zard, because she's just gonna Earthquake. She's most likely not going to Dragon Dance, but Earthquake not only kills the Lantern, but it covers the Regirock coming in, which is pretty important. So I can just go into Torn, and I can pretty much just get my Regenerator, which is really nice. U-turning on the Rotom is also really nice at this point, because 42% puts her in range of dying to Gengar. Sludge Bomb from Gengar, which is really nice, like I calculated. Max plus Spitap Nature. Sludge Bomb is like 44-ish% min, no matter what. So yeah, that's really good. Now, really quick thing to notice: Rotom Wash is just levitating right in front of me. It's it's floating right above me. But we don't attack what's in front of us. Sorry, we don't attack what's in front of us here. Attacking what's in front of us would be ridiculous. Who the hell does that? So obviously, I'm gonna go for the HP ground. Like, why would I go for anything else? So I click out that HP ground, and I'm obviously able to catch the Skunk Tank coming in. And that does a really good amount of damage, 42%. So yeah, Skunk Tank takes a really good amount of damage, as we can clearly see. I still don't know if she has Taunt or not. If she has Pursuit or not, because she has Taunt. But I just go for the Reflect type to be safe anyways, and yeah, she does have Taunt, so that's definitely a thing. Now, I'm just gonna stay in HP ground. I kind of contemplated going for Sludge Bomb for style points on like something like Sigilyph coming in, but I mean, there was no real reason to do that, so I didn't. So she goes for the Poison Jab. Sucker Punch puts me in range of dying to Life Orb, so I didn't want to, die to Life Orb, so I just switched out to Gengar here on the potential Sucker Punch, which, from the looks of things, she does not have. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Now, it's at this point that she really can't afford to go for Taunt. She really can't. So if I get Rocks up at this point, after taking Rock, Skunk Tank will be too low for it to really do anything. So she really can't afford to go for... She really can't afford to go for Taunt. So for that reason, I'm able to take out the Skunk Tank, and that's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice. So we got 2 down, and we've still got 6 on our side of the field. So I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty nice. Rotom comes in. It could Pain Split, but there's no way she can risk me setting Rocks up on her going for Pain Split. So I do have a pretty free switch into Audino right now. So that's the switch that I end up making. Hydro Pump does not do very much, and I can just throw a Wish up in the air. If she stays in and Pain Splits, that basically means I get Lantern healed up to full, or almost full. So that's not really a good play she could make. Now, I have a Wish in the air, and she has a Sigilyph out. So Regirock, at the HP Regirock's at, even after Stealth Rocks, I guarantee live any one hit from Life Orb, Max Special Attack, Sigilyph. No matter what, even Energy Ball. I live Energy Ball, I live Psychic, I live Psy-Shock, obviously. So for that reason, my thought process was, like I said, I have a Wish hanging in the air. It's not Flame Orb, so it means it's not the garbage Cosmic. I hate Cosmic Power Sigilyph. That set is so dumb. Like that, I just hate that set. That's such a stupid set. That shouldn't exist. I really don't like that set. So I have a Wish hanging in there. It's not the garbage, disgusting Flame Orb set, so she's not going to Cosmic Power on my Switch. So my thought process is go to Regirock, take whatever hit she goes for, heal to almost full from the Wish, be able to take any second hit because, I've healed from the Wish, and T-Wave this depending on how scary it seems, and then maybe get up Suicide Rocks, or kind of play around with it from there. So yeah, I go to Regirock right here. Gotta go straight to them Rocks. However, here she shows off the Combine, so I'm like, oh god, say it ain't so. So yeah, I'm about ready to click that X, because it's GG right here. I know it's 6-4, but yeah, it's over right now. Like, what do I even have for Combine Sigilyph? Not very much. I'll tell you what, not very much. So yeah, we got a +1 Sigilyph here. That's, I mean, it's a Life Orb. Let's not kid ourselves right here. So that's a thing. Now, I've got a lot of things weak to Grass on my team. So, I mean, particularly Regirock and Lantern. So, I'm very, very sure she's going to have Energy Ball. Like, I mean, okay, no, I'm not very sure. Like, it's guaranteed she has Energy Ball. This is not a question. We're not even considering the fact that she would not have Energy Ball. So, I actually make a very risky play here. And I say it's very risky because the thing that I go into is actually the only thing that actually can threaten Sigilyph to a point where, yeah, I mean, it's the only thing that, like, okay, all that shit just sounded kind of weird and kind of conjumbled together. The thing I go into is the thing that I need to be able to get the damage off on Sigilyph. Otherwise, Sigilyph is going to pull off like 2, maybe 3 kills right here. Probably 2 would be the only thing. Because if she predicts me right here going into Tornadus, because like it's Tornadus is what I'm saying. Like I'm expecting her to have Energy Ball, and I'm gonna go into Tornadus. I'm gonna take Rock's damage. I'm gonna hope to live the Energy Ball because I mean I need Regirock. I could sack off Lantern, but we only make stylish plays around here. I don't think you understand. It's about style. So if she predicts me right here as I go into Tornadus, that's really bad because I have to go into Gengar and I can't kill with not super effective Sludge Bomb. So I have to go into Gengar the next turn, go for Sludge Bomb, and then I have to go the turn afterwards into Mew, take like a 40-ish%, I guess, from whatever attack she has, and then finish it off. So yeah, if she predicts me right here, I'm in a really bad position, but like I said, we only make stylish plays around here, so I mean that's always comes around to bite you in the butt. But we go straight into Torrent, and oh my god, oh somebody stop me! How does he do it, folks? The world may never know. So yeah, we go into Torrent right here, and yeah, we take that hit. So I'm pretty free to knock off because Rotom dies to knock plus superpower. So I mean that's what I'm gonna go for, knock, and then we hit him up with that superpower. And yeah, Rotom is down. Rotom's down for the count. So that's a really nice. Torn is no longer has an answer to it. So that's really good. Pilliswine comes here. The real man play is to go for a U-turn. But I wasn't that dank. I was not that dank. I was not that good. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't pull myself to do it. I didn't even consider doing it though. I'm not gonna pretend like I was so close to do it. I didn't even consider going for U-turn. But because basically I have a full health Mew. I have almost max bold Mew. So there's really no reason to not go into Mew there. So yeah, I go for Calm Mind, and I actually calculate rate. I calced it right here because I'm kind of assuming she has Roost. That was just my assumption because Energy Ball and then Air Slash hits pretty much everything for a really good amount of damage anyways. It's pretty good neutral coverage. So I kind of assumed she'd be Roost because it means she sets up on a lot of my like really bulky things. Like if she gets up enough Calm Mind, she can 1v1 a like standard, not Specs Lantern. If she gets up enough Calm Minds, she can beat a, well, just standard Mew set, and obviously she's gonna wall the majority of Audino sets in existence as well. So I kind of thought she'd have Roost just to be able to set up on a lot of things, because Roost Calm Mind Sigilyph is a really good stall breaker. So yeah, I got some fat shit on my team. Oh, and well, it doesn't really do that against Bronzong. Like, I got some really fat shit on my team, so... Oh yeah, Bronzong walls this set. Holy crap, I just realized. But, yeah, it's really good against Stall, and I got a lot of fat shit, so I kind of assumed she'd be a Roost. As funny, I suppose, as that sounds. But I go for the Calm Mind on the Switch, and as I said, I went in Calctus, and I need +3 to have a chance to 2-hit KO, and if I don't have a chance to 2-hit KO, then she can kind of Roost-ish on me, so... I guess, hindsight... expecting her to have Roost wasn't the biggest thing. I probably should have just Psyshocked her to a low amount of health, and then if she had Roost play around from there, I didn't really lose very much. I would have just gotten more leftovers anyway if she did Roost. But yeah, my thought process was I need +3 to be able to kill this. So yeah, let's go get +3. Let's do it, boys. So yeah, going for game right now. I've had it. I'm going for game, man. I've had enough of this game. So get to +2. That's, of course, always very nice. And I believe this is the turn she reveals her coverage move. Not coverage move, her move that she adds into Air Slash. And yeah, it actually does a pretty good amount of damage. 30% is no joke. And keep in mind, I was at technically +1. She was at +1, I was at +2. So yeah, that does a lot of damage. Air Slash is kind of disheartening because it means that it's got that amazing chance to have the greatest secondary effect in the entire game in the form of flinching. Yeah, that's pretty freaking sweet. So fortunately, Mew is not completely garbage, and we don't get flinched that turn, so that's pretty nice. I think I end up commanding one more time before the end of times right here, and I'm pretty sure that was a garbage play. Oh, okay, this right here going for Roost, that was a garbage play. I'm like shit at this game. Like, I don't know how I like won any game, because that was a garbage play. I get flinched again. I don't think she misses a single air slash. I'm pretty sure, like, based on these statistics, like, air slash is like a 90% chance to flinch, because yeah, I'm pretty sure it flinched a lot more than well, or maybe not. It might just feel like it. So I get like I'm pretty sure that was like the absolute min roll, 46%. However, don't quote me on that. We're gonna pick up the next flinch as well, so that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Mew is I mean, Mew's pretty garbage anyway, so I mean with Mew, we don't get flinch this time, and we're able to get that Roost off, and that's of course a thing as well. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I Calm Mind one more time before I Psyshock, and I'm pretty sure that was a really bad play. It might be this turn. I'm pretty sure it's yeah. I'm pretty sure I Calm Mind here, and that was a really bad play on my part. I was still kind of convinced she had Roost, but that was a really bad play on my part. Never do that. That was a bad play. That was a garbage play. I should not have roosted. I should have attacked right there, you know, while we had the chance. So yeah, that was not a good play. I was at +3, and like I said, right here she reveals Psyshock, and right here is like, oh shit. It's over, so yeah, that's of course not very good. Now I just have to hit her once right here, and yeah, if I broke through the flinch right there, I just 6-0'd. Yeah, I mean, can I really say anything else? If I didn't get flinched right there, I would have picked up the 6-0. Just a little disheartening, you know, but I mean, Sigilyph doesn't play games, okay? Sigilyph is, I mean, it's basically Serene Grace, but Sigilyph does not play games. Like, Sigilyph sees me trying to set up alongside it, and it's like, do you think this is a game? You think this is a game? And then it just drops me on my neck. So, yeah, that's of course not good. I'm gonna have to sack off the Lantern right here, because, Mew is a little bit more useful. I can heal up on, well, a few things on her team. Most specific, well, not a few things. I can heal up on post 1 because I live Ice Shard plus Rocks damage. So yeah, I save Mew. As garbage as Mew is, because all it does is get flinched. I do end up saving it. Yeah, Lantern I'm gonna have to sack. However, I am able to take out the Sigilyph with the Tornadus. Tornadus doesn't mess around. Look how much. I mean, that Oko is from like. That Oko is from almost full. Like it does like 90-ish min to Sigilyph. Like no item torn is no joke, dude. That thing is pretty good. Unfortunately, we are going to lose our torn now to the Alright, sorry about that. So yeah, we are going to lose the Torn now to the Ice Shard. I mean, there wasn't any other switch I could go into, so I mean, it's not as if, like, I lost differential on purpose just to be safe. Like, I couldn't go into Mew. Mew is my answer to this. I couldn't go into Audino. I mean, I guess I could have gone into Regirock, but, like, no, I couldn't have. So, yeah, like I said, I roost on this because I live Ice Shard. Shield Hardened to Zard as I roost. Which is a little bit scary. Zard's pretty good. I mean, there's really no possible way to lose at this point. As dickish as it is for me to say that, there's like very little way for me to lose the game right here. So I Earth Power and yeah, I go into Regirock right here because I go into Regirock right here because she's not going to Earthquake because it does not kill Mew. So yeah, she just Flare Blitzes right there, and yeah, it all works out in the end. Now I kind of wanted to. I don't know why I made this play. I think I just like it was about style, okay? Like the game was pretty much over, so I wanted to make some style plays, okay? It's all about style. Like I don't think you understand. This game, differential does not matter. It all comes down to style points. So I pulled a switch out into Gengar. on the EQ of the Charizard. Unfortunately, that's not what ends up happening. So yeah, that's not good. I mean, Gengar now dies to rocks plus life orb, but if I can kill her with my last life orb hit, it doesn't count as a death for differential. So that's of course always nice. Goes for the Ice Shard, which is definitely nice for me as I go into the Audino. I mean, Audino tanks anyways, so it wasn't really a huge risk for me to go into that right there. Like I said, I want to keep Gengar, not only for differential, but it's nice just in case a few of his things get out of hand. It's nice to get a last-ditch hit off on Zard X, just in case, I don't know, she crits the rest of my team. So Zard's gonna come in, and I don't want Audino in versus Zard in case, like, she dodges Toxic and then Roost, and then dodges Toxic again and Dragon Dances, and then crits Regirock and, like, dodges Earthquake or something. So I go into Mew kind of as sack fodder, and it's at this point that I've realized to myself, you know what? Okay, here's the thing. Okay, we have to believe in the heart of the cards, okay? You see right here, how many Pokemon do I have? I have 4 Pokemon left, right? But here's the thing. I'm not gonna let any of them die, okay? I came to this conclusion myself. I'm like, I'm not gonna let these guys die, okay? They all have families, they all have loved ones, they all have a place in society. So like, if I let them die, I'd be a monster. So I gotta make some I mean, they're not like amazing plays, but I make a few. I mean, no, they're not really good plays. They're just like, I make all the right plays. I'd say they're try-hard plays, but like, they're not like risk the game plays over. But like, I call them try-hard plays. So I gotta put my try-hard pants on right here to pull off a 4-0 differential, because otherwise it's going to be a 3-0. And after having the 6-0 slip from my hands, I don't really want to lose the 4-0 as well. So yeah, yeah, I'm just gonna play to. I'm just playing for differential right here. Now, after saying that, it may seem weird that after saying that I go into Regirock on the Earthquake, on the fairly obvious Earthquake as well, but I did calc it. Earthquake, max roll Earthquake after rocks plus leftovers, plus a second max roll Earthquake does not kill Regirock, because Regirock is fat as Jesus Christ. Regirock is the fattest thing that like ever existed. So yeah, look at that. That did literally 26. Regirock's freaking broken. So yeah, that does absolutely nothing. So yeah, that's really good. So I can pick up a kill right here with a Rock Slide, unless you know, unless he can skillfully dodge the Rock Slide right here, which yeah, he ends up doing. So Regirock, you're garbage. I mean, it's really my fault, because if I don't want to miss, I should have been running Kin Power Rock, but we're not running Kin Power Rock this time. So I know I can take the EQ, so I just set up rocks to kill off the Zard. Unfortunately, I'm not running speed, because like I said, like, it was a speed tie right there. I was not expecting Piloswine to exist, so for that reason, I wasn't running any speed on Regirock. If I expected Piloswine to come, I would have ran about 16 speed EVs, maybe, probably less actually. I probably would have just ran 8 speed EVs on my Regirock, just to outspeed the Piloswine. Now, if she ran like 24 speed EVs, or even like max speed for some reason, or if she ran any speed EVs over that, then yeah, she would have outsped me for sure. Although I'm not really sure if she did that. I mean, don't quote me on that. But yeah, this was, I guess, a fault in my planning for not having enough speed to outspeed Piloswine, because yeah, I lose the speed tie right there, which is actually probably good, because if I won the speed tie right there, I probably wouldn't have even realized it was a speed tie, and I probably would have lost the speed tie, because I have pretty shit luck the next turn, and yeah, I probably would have had not the differential I wanted. So yeah, Charizard's dead, and Audino is, I mean, Audino's pretty fat. Let's be honest right here. Piloswine cannot do over 50% to Audino from any hit, unless it goes for like superpower here, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it doesn't have superpower, so I can just go into Audino here on pretty much any hit, and have Piloswine die off to Toxic. So yeah, that's really good. Piloswine goes down, and of course, Zard is going to come in the turn after and die to Stealth Rocks. So yeah, it was a good game in my opinion. I enjoyed the game, and we're gonna pick up the 4-0 win, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty happy with this game. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do a little bit better with my layout here on the outside. I'm not very good with computers and graphics and all this related type things, but I mean, hopefully we'll be able to. I don't know. Hopefully we'll do a little bit. Hopefully we'll do a little bit better.